Hi, this is Dean from Sentinel Soap. So you might have seen one of my videos before. It was called Sea Bed. The actual soap had no fragrance, so I didn't want to sell it without any fragrance. So in this video I've cut up some of the green soap that was clear, that was meant to be the ocean, and I'm using it to make the embeds for this soap. So here on the screen I've got 300 grams of the clear soap, and I've added a few extra drops of teal liquid dye just to darken it a bit, and I'm going to pour it into these molds, and then I'm going to tip the molds onto the side. Now you saw me do this in the seabed video, however in this particular one I'm going to take them out once they're done. Okay, so now I'm going to remove them from the mold, and they're a lovely bluey type teal color. After doing a little bit of cleanup, I'm going to curl the top of them so it's sort of like a little wave. Now I didn't know how flexible these were going to be, so I had to apply some pressure, and they did crack a little bit, but not too much. Now after looking at both of them and trying to get them pretty much exactly the same, I realized that if put the other way around from what I'm actually going to do, they actually make a heart, and that was really cool because that's the next project. If I do this again, I'll probably make a pink and a purple one, and then I'll make the heart, so stay tuned for that video. Now one of the things that I was really concerned of with this video is when I pour the soap in around these, because the actual embed has got a curve on it, will the soap get through there or will it create an air bubble? That was a real concern to me, so next time I try and do this I might put a little hole in the center of the embed right at the top so that at least the air can get out when I pour it in, because I don't want huge holes missing from my soap. So here I'm melting down the rest of my soap base. This is goat's milk, and it's going to be poured around the embeds. The fragrance that I've got has got vanilla in it, so I'm using vanilla color stabilizer, and I know this works perfectly in melt and pour. So now my fragrance is added, and I'm going to pour a little bit in the bottom of the loaf. And here's why. Because if I put my embeds in right now, the bottom of the loaf will actually have my embeds, and if they're not correctly stuck together, the embeds will just fall out. So I've added about 100 grams of goat's milk at the bottom, and when I pour the next little bit in, then I can put the embeds inside that. So there'll be a gap at the bottom. And that's okay because the embeds aren't as tall as the mold now because I've curled them over. So I'm spraying all the embeds really well on both sides. Then I'm going to pour some of the goat's milk back into the loaf, spray it again. Rubbing alcohol is the key here because I don't want these to fall apart. Now this is the tricky part, getting both of them in without them touching the side bottom or the top bottom, because I really don't want the embed to be hanging off the actual soap. I want them right dead in the center, and that will make it a really good stable soap. The embeds are not going to fall out. So I've had to fiddle around with it for a little bit, but once I got them set, I just poured in the rest of it. And then to finish this off, I wanted to do something different on top. So I added a couple of teal drops to the goat's milk, which made it sort of like a pale blue. I just drizzled it in over the top of the white. Do you think that looks good? I think this top would look really good if it was a few different colors, maybe like I was saying before, purple and pink with the white on top. Okay, so when unmolding this, I was hoping to see the embeds, but then I remembered I don't want to see the embeds because that would mean it's all surrounded by goat's milk. So I think these turned out really, really good. I love the fact that they're in the center. They're not perfectly even on both sides, which is really cool. I didn't want to get the two embeds to be perfectly identical. I wanted them to be one taller and one smaller, and that's how it turned out, and I'm really, really happy with it. However, you can see that hole where the soap just didn't get into properly. And when you hold it up to the light just floods straight through it. Okay, so here's my question to you. If you made this soap, what colors would you use for your embeds? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.